Good boy! Milo, one of the happiest dogs we've ever known. We saved him from death row. One of the staffs that had their 7 days and then was going to be put to sleep. It was in the early days of the rescue. He's beautiful. I think he's possibly got whippet in him. He's got the softest, gorgeousest coat of a staffy ever. He was owned for about 5 years and had to come back to us. His behaviour deteriorated at the end. We're not quite sure why, so he came back to us. We put him out on fosters. He was great in some, no issue, and then others he was anxious and had some odd behaviours. With the fact that he was clearly unhappy and potential risk, we decided to make him a sanctuary dog. He's absolutely fine here. We've now known him for over 6 years. He's never done a thing wrong. He sleeps in the bed. He's just absolutely Mr. Happy, and I think for some reason he just feels secure here. There are some dogs that just don't seem to cope anywhere else. We don't know why, can't understand it, and we try really hard to get them to be homed, but when it becomes a safety issue, it's best if they just live here if they're unhappy elsewhere. So with this gorgeous sausage, we have his exuberance for the rest of his life. You wouldn't believe the age of him. There's no sign of slowing down at all. I think he's going to make 22. So we've got lots of happy years together ahead. And yeah, he's a joy to have. He gets on with every dog, the cats, the chickens. He's no issue. He can go walking. He's great off lead. Yeah, he's fantastic. So he really fits in with our crazy little gang of dogs that are going to live here forever. He's the star of most of our videos. If ever we want anything entertaining, we just get Milo involved. We call him Doorbell Milo because every time the doorbell goes, he would always let us know, even before it rang sometimes. And he never stopped letting us know until he worked out who it was and gave him a big lick and jumped up to give him a kiss. He would welcome anybody into the house, even if it was a burglar. He never used to know how to play. Even all the time he used to come to daycare, and he was absolutely fine with all the dogs, but he never quite got the playing thing. He only really learned to play when he moved in here properly. And now he's got tons of friends, and he does have a really good time, which is absolutely wonderful because that's what we want for them. You know, if they're going to live here forever, we've got to know that they're getting the best life that they can lead, which means time out on walks, that they're really happy, that there's no anxiety. You know, he's always happy. His sponsors are there for us to know that if anything happens, you know, medically, etc., and we can buy all these extra toys because he destroys them all and he has to have specific ones. At Christmas, he was bought a present by Team Know How. And it was a ball launcher, which was, we've had some laughs watching him play with that, as I'm sure you will have seen. Wow. So we thought we'd try and buy a bubble machine and see how that went down. And of all the dogs, he was the only one who absolutely got it, and the joy in his face, so he could play with the bubbles all himself. It was just his kind of game. It's fantastic to be able to provide them with stuff like that. And obviously that's not something you can normally spend the money on. 6, 4, other paw, no, other paw, yes, clever sausage, yum yums.